Hello, good morning. Today is Saturday. It's the last weekend of September. Oh my gosh, isn't that nuts? October starts like tomorrow. It's crazy. I'm excited about the fall though. Personally, I love the fall. Once it cools down here, typically we get like a late summer, so September, October tend to be warm and gross around Santa Barbara, but it hasn't been too bad this month. So I'm hoping October stays pretty cool. And then we get actually some chilly days where we need to like wear a sweatshirt or a jacket and closed-toed shoes, which is like our version of winter, because you know, the weather doesn't change too much here. It's always very Mediterranean, warm and sunny and stuff. Yeah, so I think actually my mom and uncle might come visit today. My Uncle George, I'm a little bit uncertain. I'm checking my texts because they've been a little bit wishy-washy about it. Today they said, no, we're not gonna come visit. Uncle George wants to go to the Getty Museum down near LA, but now it sounds like they actually wanna come up here, so I don't know. Andy's been really great about starting this app called Couch to 10K. So every morning this week, he's been waking up early and going for these run walks where you like run for 90 seconds, walk for so many seconds. And he got all this healthy food at the grocery store today. So I'm kind of psyched about it. Like, that's really exciting. Normally I'm the one who goes and buys all that kind of stuff on the weekends, like fruits and vegetables and stuff. So he got some apples, pears. He's found a ton of recipes on this skinnytaste.com website. He wants to do the tuna sandwich with avocado, the turkey taco lettuce wraps. I know he got some other stuff over here, onion, avocados, potatoes. He got a bunch of vegetables today too. Oh my God, all kinds of vegetables stuff. So anyways, I'm pretty excited that you know, he's like trying to do these healthy meals, which I kind of try to do sometimes too, but I struggle with. So we're kind of in it together. We're both trying to eat healthier meals, eat more fruits and vegetables. So I think it's really good. Really good. So, all right, well, my mom and uncle were going back and forth for a while and eventually decided they're not visiting here today. So there we go. They are not coming to visit. I wanted to show you a special project Andy's been working on for me. You know, he's got his woodworking hobby and he made a beautiful planter for me. And right now he's staining it. So here we go. How's the staining going?
It's good.
Yeah?
I got a good amount of the back done.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do the front.
It's a nice color. And
I like it.
And the planters.
Dark oak or red oak.
Is that what it says?
That's what the stain is called.
And
I mean, the wood itself is just pine.
Okay, so you started with pine and then you built it.
Yeah.
And now you're staining it this color.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat to watch you paint it, actually.
It's interesting. The hardest part is all these little crevices or crevasses.
Uh-huh.
And then the end grains like that.
What does that mean? Oh,
it's
that,
the part
okay.
of it like that.
And it looks different.
That's easy to paint, but this stuff soaks up the stain really fast.
Oh, so is this one going to be darker and everything else will be lighter?
I'm thinking it will all come out about the same, but it's just like the amount that you have to use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So do you do one coat all over? Is that kind of the plan?
Do one.
Yeah. Oh, you did
You
did the inside too. I didn't realize you were going to do that. Huh.
It was more for practice. I've never stained anything before.
Yeah.
So it was more to like, let's see how this even goes on a place that's going to be full of dirt anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea because, yeah, we'll do the dirt or soil and then we'll do the plants and herbs. So we can do 3 big ones and 1 little one.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's perfect. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
It was really sweet of you to think about this project for me.
Yeah. It's fun.
That's good. Hi, Fig. So I went to the store today and got some hairball control medicine. This is Sentry, S-E-N-T-R-I. My camera isn't really focusing in the original formula. Oh, now we go. Now I can see it. Oh, Stitch came up. He said, I heard there were hairball medicines being dispensed up here.
Yeah.
Do you want to have some? Fig? I think Fig wants some. We might.
Yeah.
Fig. Yummy, yummies. Yummies. Oh. Oh, Stitch says, oh, I heard treats are coming out. Oh, he has a more difficult time. There you go. There's a little bit more. see you too, Stitch. I see you. I don't really measure it out. I know they give instructions, but I just kind of say, well, here's a blob on my finger. Time for you to eat. How's the cheese? You want some? They had a tuna one too, but I didn't get him the tuna. Your brother's gonna eat it if you don't. Yeah. Oh, Stitch.
Huh.
Although Stitch is the one that we really bought it for, because we suspect that Fig is the one that's having the hairball and
True.
packing him up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's too bad. So Fig had it and Stitch won it.
Huh. Hey,
Oh my gosh.
is that good? It's like, oh yeah, that was tasty.
All right, here is the planter bed. Andy finished staining it today, and then he moved it over here. I think he's got it on some kind of bricks to keep it nice and even. He's inside talking to his brother, preparing dinner. Anyways, I think it turned out really good. I like the color of it. It'll be nice. We can put some herbs and flowers and stuff. I just needed to decide what to put here. So I'm not quite sure, but yeah, we've got that. We never use these chairs out here, by the way. They tend to get a lot of spiders. If anything, when we come outside, that's where we sit. But we haven't been doing it lately, actually. So yeah, Andy is preparing some dinner. He made like a tuna melt for lunch today for himself. So he's been doing pretty good with sticking to his diet. And then right now he's making turkey tacos. So yeah, he's found all these great recipes, and that's what he's making tonight.
Oh. Yeah, it can take literally.
The turkey
it can sometimes take
taco
about a year
lettuce
for it to
wraps.
dry.
So we've got everything ready over here. We've got the turkey flavored taco flavored ground turkey, which I didn't realize, yeah, that you could get it already with the taco flavoring. Have you ever bought this?
Yeah, I like it.
I've never bought it.
I can't tell the difference once I eat it.
Well, it's no big deal. I mean, either we do our own taco seasoning or not. So that's cool that you can do that. And then we've got iceberg lettuce for Andy. I'm actually gonna have a tortilla. The watermelon is not for dinner. I need to cut that up. So I'm just chopped up onion, tomatoes. I've got the heirloom tomato and then his Roma tomatoes, and then some sour cream and cheese. Cheese. So we're gonna assemble our little tacos here and have some dinner. I think we may have done this before when we talked about how to assemble the perfect taco. But this is a different taco because this is using iceberg lettuce instead of a tortilla.
Yeah.
So how do you assemble the perfect ground turkey lettuce taco, Andy?
Cheese on the bottom.
Always cheese on the bottom. That's so flip-flop for me because I do the beef or meat and then the cheese, and you do the cheese on the bottom. Even when it's a lettuce wrap.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta melt the cheese. Meat melts the cheese.
Is the cheese gonna get melted into the lettuce though? What does it get melted into?
I've never done it with.
You haven't done it with the lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
I think lettuce wraps are pretty fun. They remind me of P.F. Chang's. They had that appetizer. I haven't had it in years. But they have this appetizer with, I think it's like ground chicken, and then they do the little lettuce things, and it's pretty tasty. The last time I had it was 2010 when I went to Disneyland with my parents. It was December 2010. I can place that memory. I can pinpoint the exact time and minute of the meal. Just kidding.
Gonna have one more.
Okay. Have you been to P.F. Chang's?
Yeah.
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of like fancy. I don't know if, is it Szechuan Chinese or just American Chinese? I don't know.
Huh.
It's good though. They've got a location, I think, in Westlake Village.
Westlake? Oh, okay.
Westlake Village. I think it's Westlake Village. I don't think it's Thousand Oaks. Funny. You got your Taco Bell hot sauce. Yep. What?
It's just funny the way you put that. Yep.
I didn't know that they actually sell this at the store and that you could buy it. That was kind of news to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
Normally I would add shredded lettuce, but no need for that this
Nope,
time.
you got a mouthful of lettuce in every single bite.
Stacking lettuce on lettuce.
Lettuce on lettuce on lettuce wraps.
Stitch is going for your food.
Stitch! Stitch. Thanks, Andy.
He's like, oh yeah, that smells like turkey.
That's not for you. That's not for you. All right, Saturday night movie. It's kind of a kid's movie, but whatever. Growing Up Wild. We're gonna watch this on Netflix. It's about 5 different baby animals: chimpanzee, maybe a brown bear, cheetah, lion. What's the 5th animal? I'm not sure. Anyways, this is pretty cute. I love Disney nature. It's gonna be cute. Maybe Stitch will watch it with us. Stitch actually was watching a clip Andy had on his computer earlier of a police dog running around. So Stitch was pretty into that. Yeah, dinner turned out good tonight with the turkey tacos. You know, I had mine with the tortilla and Andy had his with the lettuce, so it was fine. Yeah, so we had that for dinner, and tomorrow I'm not really sure what we're up to. Making more meals at home possibly. I did suggest to Andy that we have a date night, and he's totally on board, but I don't really know when we want to do it, so we'll see. At some point, some weekend, we'll have a date night. I don't think the cheetah's gonna get it. Well, he's right on his tail.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Aww. Uh-oh. Yuck.
I think Stitch enjoyed the hunt.
He did. And the
Growing
babies.
cubs will eat well this evening.
Good morning and happy October. It's October 1st today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so exciting. I love the fall personally. It's like one of my favorite seasons. Yeah, I like all the food and drinks that come out and colder weather. Yeah, even though it doesn't get that cold here. Anyway, so I'm gonna head out to the farmer's market in a few minutes and get some coffee. I did skip coffee a few times this past week. Yesterday, Saturday, I didn't get coffee. And then on Tuesday, I had an academic personnel class for a few hours, so I did not get coffee then too. So I've been skipping, although I'll say it is, coffee and caffeine is so addictive. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna head out to the farmer's market. Andy's working on vacuuming upstairs right now, and then he'll do mopping. So if you hear any noises, that's probably him. And I've got some stuff to do around the house today, little bits of cleaning, gotta wash my car. And it is interesting looking outside. I'll just show you. The sun's coming out, but it looks like we've got some kind of possibly rain-filled clouds out there. So yeah. All right, time to I'm an early bird for today's farmer's market, and I don't really know what I'm gonna get. Like, the good thing about going to the market on Saturday downtown, besides the orange juice and stuff and more selection, is it gives me enough time to like plan out meals, because then I'll go do that on Saturday and then go buy groceries on Sunday. But yesterday I went to Trader Joe's, and now today I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with whatever the heck I buy. Maybe I'll just get vegetables and make them as sides. I don't have any type of like real meal planned out. Oh, and I did get a copy of the newest edible. I just went to French Press, and they had the new edible Santa Barbara out, which looks like it has a ginormous Italian dish on the cover. Kind of like a lasagna, but not lasagna noodles. So I'll read that later on when I get home. It's so quiet right now. Not too many people out at the market right now because I'm so early. So early today. What's that person wearing? The apple people. And this is what I'm here for, is John Given, or Roots. Melons. So I only got a few items at the farmer's market today. I got this lettuce that looks pretty cool. I like that all the leaves have like a kind of cool look to it. And then, so that's from Roots. I got that, and then I got the butternut squash. And the farmer actually helped me decide which one to get. He said it's good to get one that has a longer area up here, or a wider area up here, and a smaller area here, because this is where all the seeds are at. I'd initially chosen one that had a big base, but then he was like, no, you'll want this, which has more butternut squash up here. So I'll probably just roast it in the oven, similar to that acorn squash that I made last weekend, where I just added, what did I do with the acorn squash? I added brown sugar, butter, and maple syrup. So anyways, that'll be easy. And then I wanted some heirloom tomatoes, and they didn't have any at Roots, so I got some at John Given's. I like the colors on them. I think it's kind of neat when you get like ones with multiple colors, so that's cool. And then of course I picked up the edible magazine, and I was just telling Andy a story about how I went to the Roots farm and I started looking at all their corn, because they had corn on the cob for sale, and I was peeling back the tops of the corn to see how it looked, right? And normally you want corn where it looks good at the top, right? But all of the corn they had looked like it had like it was kind of dried up and gross looking on top. So I asked the farmer, is that normal to have like your corn look all kind of icky on top? And the farmer said yes, with organic farms it's standard to have corn where you can tell that there's been animals there, or little like bugs eating the top of the corn. So I said okay, and then I grabbed another piece of corn and peeled it back, and I saw a big caterpillar eating the corn like right in my hand. So that was kind of icky. I mean, caterpillars aren't like super gross, and last week we did have a tiny inchworm that came home for me from the farmer's market. It was that tiny little guy that I put out in the backyard. So this caterpillar was like big and kind of thick, and he was just eating the corn. So I just gave that ear of corn to the farmer and said, you might want this because there's a big caterpillar there, and I think I'm gonna look for something else. So I skipped the corn, went with just the lettuce and butternut squash from him. Yeah, so that's interesting. I bet there's way more gross stuff that people find in like their organic produce, like ladybugs, although I like ladybugs, but still it's kind of a surprise, I think, at times to find bugs and stuff in your food, because we're so used to things being cleaned and processed and stuff like that, instead of organic where it might have like bugs and stuff in it. So today for lunch, Andy is making a grilled chicken sandwich with avocado and tomato, but the chicken isn't, I don't know, it's not like grilled out on a grill, it's just gonna be cooked on the stove top. So he is getting the chicken ready, and yeah, avocado, tomato, pretty easy, with some ciabatta bread, which I got ciabatta bread yesterday at Trader Joe's. So we can just slice that up for the sandwiches. And then I'm also heating up this quiche. I wanted to have part of this too. It's ham and cheese. When we went to Andy's mom's house for his younger brother's 22nd birthday, his mom had made a few quiches, and it was pretty good. I really like the quiche. We've got the chicken here that Andy cooked, and he's weighing out to portion it. Smells good. The ciabatta bread sliced up. I don't think I'm gonna have any of the lettuce, but he's got iceberg lettuce, Roma tomato. I am gonna have some avocado though. Hello, it is Sunday evening now. We are gonna make some dinner in a bit. And I actually wanted to ask for feedback. So Andy and I are gonna do like a little couples questions video. I think it's called like the couples tag. I don't know if people still do it, but I totally want to do it with him, and he's on board. So if you have any specific questions that you'd like us to answer, like as a couple or together, just leave a comment below, and then we'll include it on next week when we do the video next weekend. Also next weekend, we're also doing, or going to the Wags and Whiskers pet adoption event. We're not adopting any animals, but we're going to it. And that's up at Santa Barbara City College, which has amazing views of the water. It's really beautiful. So yeah, next weekend we'll do the Wags and Whiskers. We'll do a separate video of the couples tag or the couples question. So please feel free to leave any questions. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you have a good week. Bye-bye.